What's up everybody, my name is Dante. If you're new to the channel, you want to improve your performance in the gym, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. In this video, I'm gonna go over my top 10 tips on how to find a good personal trainer, and we're starting right now. We've all seen crappy personal trainers in the gym before. It's as widespread as gym bros participating in the International Bench Day for the 6th day in a row. They let their clients do a bunch of horrible exercises with horrific form while they're texting, chatting with other members, and just overall being really bad at their jobs. The whole time, they're barely counting reps and taking your money while they do it. You would think with this widespread abuse of their job description, people would know how to find a good personal trainer compared to a bad one. So in this video, I'm gonna lay down my top ways to help you hire a good personal trainer that cares about your results, your time, and most important of all, your well-being. First up on our list today is not making you do a bunch of random hard exercises just to make you sore and tired. I've seen this a lot before in the past. You have a personal trainer, they're working with a new client. Basically what they do is they take you through a bunch of random exercises that the client can't actually do with good form, just to make them sweat, just to make them tired, just to make them sore. And some of them even are like, hey, I wanna make my client throw up, because they think that's the idea of what an actual good personal trainer is. But in reality, it's not. If you have a personal trainer and you're trying to get in the best shape possible, you're trying to build more muscle, they should be doing things that are adequate for your skill level, things that you can do correctly with good form, and things that promise good results without making you throw up and make you super sore to the point where you don't want to work out ever again. Next up on our list today is they promote progressive overload. For those that don't know, progressive overload is simply doing more work than you did last time. And the easiest way I could possibly explain that is by doing more weight or more reps. Adding more sets, all you have to do to make that happen is increase the time you're in the gym, so you can just go in for, an extra 5 minutes to get an extra 2 sets in kind of thing. That's not progressive overload. Progressive overload is doing more weight, more reps over time. If you're doing 150 pounds for 10 reps on the incline bench press now, and 6 months from now you're doing 200 for a set of 10, I guarantee you not only got stronger, but you built some muscle too. A bad trainer is gonna take you through a bunch of random exercises. They're not gonna track anything. There's not gonna be any overload whatsoever. They're just gonna do whatever the hell they want to day after day. And over time, you're not gonna get stronger. You're not gonna build more muscle. You're just gonna be tired. You're gonna be very, very fatigued, and you're not gonna wanna do anything. So if they aren't promoting progressive overload, they're not tracking what you do, they're not increasing the load and the reps you do with certain weights over time, then probably not a good personal trainer to be hiring. Number 3 on our list today is watching your technique and correcting issues instead of talking on the phone. I see this all the fucking time. They are on their phone, they're talking to members, they're not paying attention to the actual client when they're working with them. If you have a personal trainer that knows what they're talking about, that is actually trying to get you the best results possible, they're gonna watch every single set and rep you do, they're gonna make sure that you're actually doing everything properly, and they're gonna make adjustments to your technique as you go along. I still do this with clients now that have been working out with me for a very long time. Sometimes they aren't mentally prepared to actually train for the day, their technique isn't on point, so I have to adjust them as they go. If you have a personal trainer that's just talking on their phone, they're saying, go do 10 reps of this, and tell me when you're done. Don't trust those people. You want people that are gonna check your technique, correct it, and make sure you're doing it properly and safely. Number 4 on our list today is tracking your progress. So basically this is something that I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen, and that's they're not taking notes, they're not tracking anything. They're just going through a random exercise every time. They're doing it off of memory. This is a lot of thing that people do in general when they're going to the gym is they don't track their progress. They don't have a logbook. So if you want a good personal trainer, they need to be tracking what you're doing. They need to be taking notes, and they need to make sure that you're doing more work over time. So this ties in with the progressive overload principle. So if they're not taking notes down, they're not tracking how you're feeling every day, they're not making sure you're getting enough food in, enough water intake, that kind of thing, they're probably not a good personal trainer. So make sure they're doing those things. Number 5 on our list today is that they don't promise quick results that aren't actually possible. A good trainer is honest and will give you a plan that's sustainable and healthy for long-term progress. The main goal isn't to keep you as a client forever. They actually teach you how to train and program for yourself so that you can learn enough to not be dependent on them forever. If I train a client and they didn't learn anything because I just count sets and reps and don't explain the process to them, I failed them. On the flip side, there are people that don't care about learning and just want results. With these people, I explain to them that they must continue training and making progress for life, otherwise they're gonna lose all the progress they made. This is a hard pill to swallow for some people, but bad trainers will lie and tell them they just need to do a crash diet, do 2 hours of cardio a day, and do super high rep deadlifts with bad form. I've seen it before, so don't think I'm exaggerating. Number 6 on our list today is focusing more on intensity than your technique. You see guys are doing dumbbell bench press, regular bench press, squats, deadlifts, they're doing a lot of good exercises, but they're focusing more on just adding more weight to the bar than their technique. They think because they went up 50 pounds on their squat in, a week and a half that's good, but in reality, their form isn't on point, everything, looks like it's gonna break down, their back is rounding over. Everything looks bad, they're not getting to depth, etc. So to get a good personal trainer, you wanna look for somebody that's gonna focus on your technique first and then add load over time. If the technique isn't there, then they shouldn't be adding weight, they shouldn't be adding reps. The technique should be drilled every single time you're in the gym. Otherwise, you're gonna waste your time, your money, and you're gonna get injured eventually. Number 7 on our list today is focusing on strength training and building muscle instead of just losing body fat. Basically, if you want a good personal trainer, you need to make sure that they're actually focusing on strength training and building muscle. If they have you going into the gym, you're just doing a bunch of cardio stuff, you're not actually hitting the weights, doing some kind of strength training along with that cardio, odds are that personal trainer doesn't really know a lot about what they're talking about. They're just trying to get you tired and they're trying to make you feel like because you're sore, you're making progress, which is not the case. Number 8 on our list today is that they don't body shame people for not being able to do things and their overall fitness level. With a good personal trainer, they're gonna motivate you, they're gonna inspire you, and they're gonna make sure you do things that you can do for your individual fitness level and do it in a way that's safe, that is gonna promise the best results possible for you, and they're not gonna make you feel bad at not being able to do things. Whenever I had a client in the past and they couldn't do something, all they would do is switch out the exercise for something similar that's still gonna train, the targeted area that we want to, but it's gonna be safe for the client. They're gonna feel confident in what they're doing, they're gonna feel confident in how they're doing the exercises and the movements, and making sure that they're doing things properly is very, very important. Making them feel bad that they can't do things is not how you want to go about things. So make sure when you're looking for a personal trainer, find someone that's going to pick you up instead of putting you down. Number 9 on our list today is that they promote whole foods with healthy fats, carbs, proteins, and micronutrients instead of just promoting supplements like a lot of trainers do. I'm sure you guys have seen this. You see these trainers that they're selling you personal training, which is fine, but then they start selling them personal supplements, they have affiliate codes. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the majority of supplements out there can be completely disregarded as long as you're getting in a healthy diet. So if you're eating fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, that kind of stuff, you're gonna be able to hit most of your micronutrient goals without getting supplements to supplement it. You don't need protein shakes if you're getting enough protein. You don't need a bunch of vitamins and minerals for every little thing. There's not really any muscle building supplements unless you do steroids, which isn't really a supplement, but we can call it special sports supplements if we want to. But if they're trying to peddle something saying you're gonna build more muscle on this, you're gonna lose more fat if you take this fat burner, they're selling you bullshit. It's not how it works. The only things that work are diet, exercise, and being active. If your diet and nutrition isn't in line, you're gonna have a lot of nutrient deficiencies in your body. You're not gonna perform as well. You're gonna feel like crap, and your body's not gonna look the way you want it to. If you're exercising and you're only doing 1 day per week, you're not really training very hard, you're just kind of going through the motions, you're not gonna make much progress from there. And of course, being active. You should be moving around on your days off. If you're not getting 30 minutes a day of just walking around and moving, then you should probably pick that up. So if your personal trainer is promoting these things, that's the kind of person that you want to actually hire and help you with your fitness goals, whatever it may be. If they're promoting supplements instead of focusing on these things, drop them. And number 10 on our list today is that they set up an individualized training program for your goals and body structure. If you have a trainer and they're just doing the same cookie cutter workouts with every single person, they're not adjusting it based on you, what your body structure needs, then that's not a personal trainer you want to be hiring. You want someone that's gonna set up your training in a way that it's going to help you achieve your goals, and you're gonna be able to do them without pain. They're gonna feel good when you do them. We all know that the compound lifts, the squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, those kind of exercises are usually going to be the best when it comes to building muscle and getting stronger. For some people and their body structures, these aren't going to work. It just hurts no matter what. So if the personal trainer is going through and making you do a bunch of crappy exercises that he's having everyone else do, there's no individualization there whatsoever. He's just doing the same thing for every single person. That's not a personal trainer you want to be hiring. You want someone that's going to set it up properly for you with an individualized training program for your specific goals and body structure. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you guys have trained with a personal trainer in the past, let me know what some of the things you guys saw that made you realize they weren't a good personal trainer. And let me know of any trainers that you guys did work with and what they did to make you feel like they had more expertise than a lot of other people in the fitness industry, because unfortunately, this industry has a lot of scam artists out there, and all they care about is making a quick buck, and they use their bodies to do it essentially. If they're in good shape, they're gonna peddle whatever it is they want to. People are gonna listen just because of how they look, but that doesn't mean they're right, it doesn't mean it's correct. Make sure you're following people that, they walk the walk, they're actually doing what they say, and the people that they're training, they're doing it in a safe manner, they're getting stronger, they're building muscle, they're staying lean, and of course, they're healthy. Because that's very, very important. If you get injured and you're not healthy, everything's gonna go downhill from there, so you don't wanna be hiring someone that causes that. Also, if you wanna see some of my other videos on how to train from home and how to build your own home gym, check out my videos right here to see more. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.